Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today's video is for a very special makeover recipient, and I think the first teen bedroom in Team AG makeover history. Let's get started. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that there is a new drop on Palmed Marketplace happening so soon. If you want first dibs to new products, they go quickly, especially new colors of slippers. You'll want to sign up to my newsletter so you'll be the first to know, and you can place your order as soon as products go live. That link will be down below. I'm also gearing up for one of the biggest Palmed launches since we started. I'm introducing textiles, new outlet covers, and lots of homewares. So you'll want to stay up to date, sign up to the newsletter. There also perhaps maybe a Palmed meet and greet pop-up in Toronto later this summer, beginning of fall. So yeah, all the updates are through my newsletter. So Thomas's mom, Jill, nominated him for a Team AG makeover. Let's take a look at the video she submitted.
Hi Team AG, my name is Jill. I am a wife to Ross and a mom to three amazing teenagers, Kate, Thomas and Luke. I would like to nominate Thomas for a makeover. He is a 14-year-old boy who, unfortunately, a few months ago was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma after battling symptoms for a long time. We'd also recently moved into our new house, and so his room was a complete blank slate. In fact, when he got really ill, we landed up taking his bed out of his room and just putting 2 twin mattresses on the floor so I could look after him at night. It is so important to me and of course to him that he has a safe and comfortable place to come home to rest and recover after his chemotherapy sessions and his hospital admissions. And since he was diagnosed, it's been a bit of a whirlwind and I haven't had the time or energy to do that for him myself. Please consider him for a makeover. It would mean the world to us. He has been so brave, so courageous, and handled this better than I ever could. It would be great for him to have this to look forward to. Thank you.
I am so honored and excited that I get to create a brand new bedroom for Thomas. We're really starting with a blank slate. I want to make this like the comfiest, coziest, most beautiful bedroom he could ever have dreamed of. So let's hop on a call with him and Jill to get to know what he wants for the space. Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Nice to meet you both. This is hopefully an exciting part of your week.
Very exciting.
First, actually, I want to say that Graham came back from visiting your room and said that you have so many cool video games. So I'd love to just hear from you, Thomas, if you feel like sharing what kind of things you want incorporated in this space.
I don't really have a place I can sit in my room.
Do you mean like to sit and read your books, or what would you be doing in the seated area?
Like, I don't know, just chilling.
Just chilling.
What, like a beanbag or what kind of
Something
chair?
like that. It's on a comfortable chair.
That sounds great.
And new lights, because I don't really like the light in my room.
He doesn't like it at all.
And I noticed you have 2 mattresses on the floor. So are you thinking a bigger bed with like a trundle that you can pull out at the bottom, or do you just need one big bed?
I think just one big bed. I think so. The reason we had the 2 mattresses was because when he was ill, I needed to sleep next to him. But that would be the most helpful if there was place for either me or my husband to be with him if he's ill.
I know you game a lot, and Graham had mentioned that your gaming setup was outside of your bedroom currently. Is that right? So are you thinking you'd like to bring that into your bedroom?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm not super familiar with video games, Thomas, so you have to tell me what is involved. What do you need to make that happen?
A sturdy desk, an even more comfortable chair.
So like a proper gaming chair, I'm guessing. I do know about gaming chairs because they're different than regular desk chairs.
Apparently so. But I wouldn't know either.
But you have to sit for long hours and game, right? So you need a really comfortable chair.
And do homework.
Okay, and do homework. And what about storage for your games? Where do you keep them right now, and where would you like to be keeping them?
Well, it would be nice if there was more storage, like to put stuff like next to my desk. Maybe a bookshelf to put my Lego and books on.
And when you say Lego, do you mean like your completed Lego projects?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I would love to move on to your inspiration. You both did this together, right? You picked the images. They're fantastic. What I'm seeing is a lot of color, character, warmth, just like really cozy, but still kind of cool at the same time.
I want it to be cozy, but not too cozy.
Well, you also spoke about plain wood things.
Mm.
You like wood.
Yeah.
And I think he would also like a carpet in his room of some sort.
Yeah, carpet is so great to bring in that cozy element. What kind of colors do you like? If we were painting the whole bedroom, what would your dream color be?
I think gray.
Great.
Any other colors, like accent colors you can think of that you really like?
Blue.
Blues and greens, do you like, hey?
Darkest greens.
Darker greens and blues. Yeah.
Okay, and what about if I was to put some art on the walls? Can you kind of tell me things that you are interested in, like things you would like on your wall?
We have the car pictures, the Andy.
Oh, that's on your wall at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an Andy Warhol picture of cars. He quite likes that.
Mm.
He loves South Africa and he loves Africa in general, and he loves a bit of home.
So you grew up in South Africa?
Mm-hmm.
When did you move to Toronto? How old were you?
I was 9.
It's 9.
9. Okay, so really that probably feels like home to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is there anything else that reminds you of home or South Africa?
The parks, the Kruger Park.
So it's called the Kruger National Park. So it's like a safari place.
Okay.
I like that place.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that you want to add or?
I think he's just very excited, and I think this has really brought a happy moment in our lives when it hasn't been so happy lately. So he's very excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy to hear that. We're so excited, Thomas. And I promise to make you the coolest, coziest bedroom ever, but not too cozy, but cozy enough.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
You as well. You as well. We're really excited. And I'll meet you in person on reveal day.
Great.
Have a great weekend. Bye.
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 I love Thomas's inspo because it really visually kind of sums up what his wants and needs for this space are. It's cozy, there's lots of dark colors, and overall it feels like a very grown-up space, but cool and fit for a teenage boy at the same time. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to create a dark and moody accent wall with this grayish charcoal green color, and I want to do paneling. That's gonna really bring in the warmth to this space. Right now, it's really just a plain white box. I, of course, want to create a desk gaming setup for Thomas. Right now, all of his gaming supplies are in the living room, so he needs his space. I'm gonna have Graham DIY some really long shelves above the desk. I found these orange brackets that I think look so cool juxtaposed against that dark accent wall color. And this is where Thomas can keep all of his things that he loves to look at every day. And then for a pop of color, I wanna use this really bright blue color. I wanna paint out all the baseboards and the closet door just to, again, bring some like fun energy and color into the space. Something I try to be really transparent about is the fact that I struggle on a daily basis with anxiety, which is why I'm so happy that BetterHelp is sponsoring today's video. On Instagram and on the YouTube videos, you obviously see like a happy, funny, entertaining side of myself. And that's the whole point of the videos, is to like spread joy and spread positivity. But honestly, I struggle with my mental health all the time. Something that has drastically helped me over the years is therapy. I go to therapy sometimes twice a week because it's really a form of self-care for me. It's a way I can manage all of my emotions and my feelings and just feel like it's okay. It's okay that I feel like this sometimes. And I know so many of you watching can relate, which is why I love that BetterHelp offers the flexibility to do therapy from the comfort of your own home. You can do it on a phone call, video chat, messaging, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist that can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Gator or choose Alexandra Gator on the sign-up page and enjoy a special discount on your first month. It is paint day. Dave is starting by painting this accent wall ashwood moss. I love this color because it's not quite a charcoal gray, it's not quite a green, it's got both colors mixed together and it creates this really rich and beautiful and cozy vibe, which is what we're going for. He's moving on to paint the trim and the closet doors in this color called Blue Macaw. It's so bright, it's so bold, but I feel like it really pairs beautifully with the charcoal greeny color. Both of these hues are from Benjamin Moore.
Hi everyone,
It's super echoey in Thomas's bedroom because there's no furniture in here. But Dave painted yesterday, as you saw. I'm loving the hit of blue and this very neutral gray backdrop. Really excited for this makeover. I can like really see it all come together. So now it's actually time to pull it together. Graham and I are going to start with the beadboard accent wall on this wall. The really cool thing about this beadboard is that you can buy it pre-made. So Graham actually picked up 2 4x8 sheets from our local home improvement center and painted them in the workshop the same ashwood moss color. Let's get installing. Graham, you ready to get installing?
I'm already sweaty.
Okay, so Graham is finding where the studs are in the wall, and that's where we know to put the brad nails.
See the bead?
Uh-huh.
Like a nice like semicircle like that?
Yeah, it's a full circle, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But continuous.
Continuous bead.
Because when it squishes, it makes like a suction cup.
Oh.
Yeah.
We are using construction adhesive to attach the beadboard to the wall. You don't have to do this step. We're doing it just because they own the home and we want to make sure it's extra secure.
You can show our nice little glue art.
Oh yeah, glue art here. We don't want to move it around because the glue will seep out from the seams. So we want to just get it in place and then put it up like that. Oh, I can hear the suction. We're now going in with a brad nailer and securing the panels to the wall a second time. We're repeating the same process for all the panels. It's really easy and quick. Graham is just cutting a hole in the bottom of the panel. This is where the phone jack is in the wall, so we don't want to cover that up. He's also cutting out a piece for the outlet. So the wall's looking really good. We have patched all the nail holes. Graham and I are going to put some caulking on either side to fill the gaps, and then we're going to paint all the paneling so it looks like one solid color. Dave went over all of the brad nail holes with some putty. Now that it's dried, we're just sanding it down and then repainting the beadboard so it looks all seamless. You can't even see the brad nail holes. It's kind of wild. The wall is looking great, but tomorrow we do need to add some trim to the top just to make it look finished and possibly some caulking around the edges. Time to change the light. I'm really excited. We're bringing in a big statement light. First, this one has to come down. It looks like there's a moth in it or something.
I love how you went up there with not a tool.
Not
inside.
a tool in my hand.
Where's the moth?
Yeah, where's the moth? This is out of the boot. No, 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 no. This beautiful light is from Mitzi. I love that it makes such a statement in this small room. Okay, we got so much done today. Loving this wall, loving the color, it looks so good. What was everyone's favorite part of today?
I like sitting by the pool for lunch.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
We have our pools usually.
Graham,
Huh?
what was your favorite part of today?
I can't think right now. Maybe
You hated it all. Okay. Okay.
Okay, you do have to give a favorite part of the day.
Oh, I was just gonna end.
when we shared some laughs over a great meal.
I don't think we laughed once at lunch. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay, we're back at it. Graham and I are going to get this wall finished with some trim. You could totally build out a shelf, like beadboard and a good shelf looks good together. We did it in a dining room with a shelf and we put like lots of decor. Anyways, we're just using a nice piece of trim here. Instead, we're gonna glue it and use some brad nails. Graham's just searching for the stud so that we know where to put the nail. Okay, it's rug time. Love how this rug is cozy and neutral, but it's got a punchy pattern on it. Time to bring in the bed. Gorge. Love that sound.
Love that kind of stuff.
This bed is from Article. I'm so excited that Thomas now has a queen bed to sleep in. Luxurious. Thomas has all his gaming gear downstairs in the living room. He requested that it be up here.
Yes, please.
So of course we had to get him his very own gaming desk, a beautiful gaming desk, if I do say so myself. We've never used this piece from Article before. Stunning. Woo! That is nice. The mattress is going on the bed. This is from Article. Fun fact, Article now carries mattresses and bedding. Comfort test. Ooh, I feel like it's got a little bit of memory foam going on. It's nice. Oh, it's really nice. Yeah. So nice. Okay, side tables. I went with like a burnt orange because I really wanted to play off the blue. Keep it colorful in here, but still grown up and sophisticated. These are stunning. I love them. These side tables are from GR Shop. Making the bed with Brooklinen linen sheets, of course. I love the stripe. It's so classy. This quilt, also from Brooklinen, is so soft. I want one for myself. So Thomas has lots of Lego that he's built, lots of things that he can put on display. So I thought shelves above the desk was a great option. I found these brackets on the Etsy shop called Unique Wood Artwork, and I knew they'd be perfect for the space. Just a fun punch of color. I also always appreciate a store that thinks of the little details, like painting the screws the same color. To accompany these really cool brackets, I enlisted Graham to make some beautiful wood curved shelves. Take it back to the workshop to see how he did it. For the shelves, Graham picked up some poplar boards from the home improvement store. Poplar is a great wood to choose if you're gonna be painting or staining, especially staining. It has a better grain to it and less knots than something like fir or pine. Graham is using his thickness planer to bring the 4 boards down to a thickness of about 1¼ inch. He's joining 2 boards together to make 2 shelves from the 4 boards. Because these boards aren't completely straight, Graham has made a straight edge joiner jig for his table saw. This is allowing him to cut a perfectly straight edge on one side of each board. Now he can just brad nail each board on a straight piece of MDF and carefully run it through the table saw. He's now using the biscuit joiner on this straight face, and he's putting in some digestif biscuits.
You realize about pronounced digestive, right?
Not on the French side.
Not actually, but these are called biscuits, to help align the boards together. He's using lots of wood glue and is clamping everything together to dry. Now that the wood glue has dried, he's scraping it off and running the laminated boards through the thickness planer until he's got a thickness of 1 inch on each board. He's cutting the boards down to our desired length using his miter saw. Using a paint can to trace a semicircle on each corner, Graham is cutting out the semicircle using a jigsaw, rounding the edges of the shelves using a router with a 1/4 inch roundover bit. He's sanding everything down and applying 3 coats of stain in the color Golden Oak. He's allowing a couple hours of drying time in between coats of stain. Feed it through. Like, how gorgeous are those?
Crank it. Crank it. Out there. That's it.
Yeah. I think it's time to bring in the dresser. Nice job. The boys. The boys doing the heavy lifting. Pound it. Bring it in. I have been loving mixing and matching wood tones because it makes a space feel eclectic and styled. I feel like our instinct is to often match all of the furniture, but for me, all the spaces that I am really drawn to have a mismatched materials palette. This gorgeous dresser is from Article. I am obsessed with the detail on the front of it. This mirror's from HomeSense. HomeSense always has such great mirrors. It looks so good. Next up, I'm gonna set up Thomas's desk/gaming zone. I'm very excited for this because I know he's really excited for this space. I know nothing about video games, so like I'm just gonna be guessing. Okay, so here's what we're working with. We brought up all of Thomas's computers, monitor, laptop, this thing. Looks fun.
Knows nothing about
It's a steering wheel.
Oh, it's lighting up. Oh my Lord. So we know, I was gonna say we know gamers are watching. We don't know that. We don't think they are. Wanted to shout out this really cool keyboard. It's from Mel Geek. I wanted to get Thomas one of these. I've been seeing them all over TikTok. It sounds amazing. Literally shivering. My hair's standing up. I can't stop.
Okay.
No, I can't stop. Like, I actually can't stop. I'm like. It's like a complete, like. Like playing a musical instrument. Like.
She just ripped a solo on the keyboard.
Oh my God. So I've centered Thomas's monitor here. His laptop is to the right, his new keyboard's here. Graham and I are gonna drill a hole in the top of the desk and put all the cords and stuff in here. Now we actually have to plug these in. The plug is on the other side of the desk. So I'm using this extension cord. I'm gonna plug all these plugs in here and we're gonna leave this exposed because if you haven't noticed, it matches the trim perfectly. All the cords are wrangled. It's time to bring in this gamer's chair from Staples. So now Thomas has an actual comfortable place to sit while he games. I would have loved one of these when I played The Sims back in the day. Look at that sweet setup. Pedal to the metal. Do a little typing.
Is that how you drive?
Now it's time to hang up some blackout curtains. I am keeping Thomas's blackout shade, but wanted to give him, you know, the option for optimal darkness in this bedroom when he sleeps. Okay, so I'm building a gallery wall around this print that Thomas already has, and it's such a cool print. So this is gonna go front and center. I'm adding a couple pieces to reflect Thomas's first home in South Africa. This cute pennant I found on Etsy. They have so many different phrases, but I love, love, love this one.
Love that kind of stuff.
Cute. And I'm also adding a clock to this gallery wall. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Finishing touches. It's looking so good in here. Hi guys, it's reveal day. I'm so excited to reveal the space to Thomas and Jill. Also nervous, because I always get nervous. I'm gonna start the day by styling these shelves, and I thought as I was styling, I would just walk through some of my shelf styling tips with you. Just start by getting things on your shelf. You can see how things are working together. I always love to pick pieces to put side by side that have varying heights. It honestly doesn't really matter where you're placing things. You just want to get stuff up on the shelf. You can always move it afterwards. And I just stick with groupings of things that I know work. So like a stack of books always works. Placing a trinket, a plant, anything on top of your stack of books looks really great. Layers are always so important when you're decorating a shelf. Thomas has all of these like tiny little trinkets that I definitely want to put on the shelf. So layering them in groups of 3 is always a great way to approach these smaller items. Like, look how cute that is. When you've got a good group of things on your shelf or shelves, now it's time to go back in and just like move things around and fill in any gaps. When I'm including more than one stack of books, I like to alternate the way the books are sitting. So up here, I'm gonna stand them. And because we're going for a variation of height, I'm gonna take a taller book and put it at the end here. Because we're not gonna be stacking anything on top of these books, placing something beside is always a rule that I follow. Same with the other shelf, I'm just filling in any gaps. And for the last shelf, more layering. My last tip for you is if you don't have enough personal items to fill a shelf, layer in things like vases. I love grabbing decor from HomeSense. It's now time for the finishing touches. When styling a dresser, I love using a large lamp. It's great for ambient lighting. This lamp is from Mitzi. A tray works wonders for corralling things. And hot tip, decorative pieces always look good in pairs. I'm adding this cool lamp to the side table. This is from Mitzi as well. I'm placing a throw cushion on the bed. Adding in this really cool mustard beanbag chair from Simons. It's really light, so Thomas can move it around the room. I'm placing a book and a piece of decor on the other side table. I'm leaning his longboard against the wall because, you know, vibes. And finally, placing this plant in this really cute planter on his desk. It is time to bring in Thomas and Jill for the reveal. Don't look. Keep them closed. Okay, Thomas, before you open your eyes, can you remember what your room looked like before?
There was 2 mattresses and a desk right here.
Yeah.
And then there was like a dresser right there.
It was completely bare. There was absolutely nothing in it. So it was empty, pretty much.
Okay, on the count of 3, I want you to both open your eyes, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Wow. It's amazing.
Oh, Tommy.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Doesn't look like my room.
Well, it is your room, you lucky thing.
Wow.
Look at that cool lamp. That is so cool. Is that the coolest thing ever?
Yeah. Look at all these books, Mom.
And all your things displayed so nicely, my sweetheart. And look at the light, bud.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Doesn't look real.
It doesn't look like your room. This is amazing. That is very cool.
A beanbag.
Yeah. Looks so lovely. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, we have one more surprise for you because I know that, you know, as far as YouTubers go, I'm probably not the coolest YouTuber, but we had a YouTuber send you a message.
Hey Thomas, how's it going? This is Austin. Dude, I heard that you're getting this sweet new makeover. Hopefully it turns out awesome.
I watched this guy all the time when I was very
I
sick.
even know him.
Hopefully you find this new setup super, super cool. I will catch you in the next one, man. Have a good one.
Isn't that so great? We'll send you the video.
Oh. So beautiful.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you like it.
It
So
really
special.
doesn't feel like mine.
No, it doesn't.
It
It's
is yours
completely
though.
different.
Next time on AGTV, we have a massive studio apartment transformation, maybe the biggest one we've ever done. And I know you guys love Studio Fix. Can't wait to see you there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can hit the bell too so you're notified as soon as we upload. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. But now, there's no way. Since you pushed my love aside. Whoa, that was really good. There's nowhere to hide. Thanks, Dave. Oh my God, that's. Hold on. Since you pushed my love aside, I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. devoted to you.